Hey guys, so today's video is about releasing equity from a property to buy another property. So we're just going to have a chitty chat because I've just finished work. It is 18:06. You can see the laundry in the back as I've just taken that back into the house. It's been a very busy but productive day, but I need to get my nails done, so I just need to remove, I don't know if you can see it, but it's really cringe and really bad. So I do have my nail polish remover, which I got a century ago because I've had this forever, and then just some Superdrug or Boots cotton pads. So we'll just be talking, really talking as I clean up my nails. Maybe I should bring this a little bit down. Yeah, okay, so this topic that I'm talking to you about today in this video, should you release equity to buy another property, is as a result of a comment I received on one of my property videos. I think it's the one where I was talking about releasing. I was talking about the numbers that are spent on this third property, or how I actually go about buying rental properties. I think it's one of them. If I do remember during editing, I'll get a screenshot of that and put it in this video. But essentially this comment just said that they wouldn't feel comfortable releasing money from their main home to purchase another property. And I think that is so valid. I'm not making this video to be like, oh no, they're wrong, blah blah blah. No, I think that's so valid, and it's important that we discuss these topics because we all have different ideas and priorities and what have you, and we think things differently, and that is okay. But I wanted to make this video and maybe share some insights from my perspective of what I've been learning over the last 4 or 5 years, and just how I intend to build my my property portfolio. Right now we are at number 4, almost on 5, so we are, maybe I'm talking with a little bit of experience of what I've seen and all of that good jazz. So yeah, that's what today's video will be. And I have my trusted planner here, which I've just purchased here because I did put down a couple of bullet points which I would like to refer to throughout this video, just so that I don't lose track of exactly what I'm trying to convey, because I will lose track as I paint my nails. So let us begin. So my first question here that I'm asking the audience and myself is, why do people release equity from their homes? Now, before I answer this, I want to share something of how I came to know about releasing equity from your property. A couple of years ago, I don't know how long ago, but there used to be these ads on TV, and this is the importance of having ads on TV. Let's not all kid ourselves that Netflix is good, but I digress. So there used to be these ads on TV whereby they would be showing an elderly couple in retirement, and they have been paying off their mortgage all of these years, and now they're in retirement. Maybe they don't have enough money, or maybe they do, but they want to help out their children with maybe getting on the property ladder themselves, or maybe setting up their grandchildren for success, all of that good jazz. And at that time when I saw those videos, I honestly thought, free money. When I think about it, I almost feel like how when I first started using credit cards, which is a topic for another day, how I always used to call it free money, but it's not free money, right? So I used to see those ads, and I remember my dad talking about it, like releasing equity from the property, and it felt like free money, but also because it felt like free money, it felt dangerous to me. So I kind of avoided it like a plague. Not that I had any assets at that time to even consider releasing any equity from the property, but I remember that very clearly. And the image on the TV was always of over 50s or people in retirement being able to do something like that. So whereas I thought of it as free money, I also thought of it as just something that when you are retired, you have a home, you're retired and just want a bit of extra money to help you in your retirement or help your loved ones and stuff like that, then you took out, you released equity from your property. So that's where my thought process was. So I didn't think it was something that would be available to me anyway. So to answer my own question, why do people release equity? I wrote down two things. One is from the people. Let me actually say something here. The 2 points that I've written here is from the young people that I have been seeing do this, and that's where my answer is coming from. And I say young people, I'm talking under 50 maybe 40s, I don't know, but the people that I'm referencing to are those in my life or those I know of, and they're like late 20s to early 40s. That's the range. But yeah, so they have released equity from their properties because one, they want to do a home renovation. I know of a dozen people that have released equity from their home at the time of remortgaging, that they release extra money because their property has built up capital, so they have a lot more in the cushion and all the bank less, so they're able to release a portion. So for most people it's been like between 30k to like 50k, the ones that I know of, releasing that amount of money for their property to use it for things like renovations. I have also seen people who've done renovations and vacations. Whilst I do not recommend doing that, but it's none of my business. But also, if I look back to the ads that I used to watch on releasing equity, the majority of the people in retirement that were releasing equity, some of them were so that they could enjoy their retirement, so spending it on vacation. But it could be a number of reasons. But the ones that I'm most familiar with is doing some sort of home renovation or going on vacation. And the third one, which is what I have done, is release equity from my property to buy another property. So this is why people release equity. Now, like I said, I did it to put it in an investment, and my next question is actually my next question is the answer that I've just given you, which is why did I release equity? Obviously, like I said, I released equity because I wanted to buy another property and I did not have money readily available in my account to buy another rental property. So I consulted other people, my mortgage advisor, I consulted people in the property world, I attended property seminars and all of that good jazz, and I got to learn that you can release equity from your existing property and use that money to buy another property. So I released equity in my property because I wanted to buy another rental property. Now, first, my first rental property, I had saved up the money. My second rental property, at the time of remortgaging a property, I released equity from that. And then for the third one, I also released equity on my property to buy this third rental property. Now, again, I get it. I honestly get why people would not want to take that risk. But I think I said in the comments to the person who made the comment that I was comfortable releasing the equity because one, it made financial sense for me, and secondly, when I was buying my home, I actually had a lot of equity into this property. And this, again, you know, they say knowledge is power, and I think it's power when you use it. But before I started getting serious about my finances, I did not know a lot of things, and I just thought either I buy the house outright, which I could have done, or I put as big of a deposit as I possibly could. And I went with the second option, which is to put the biggest deposit that I could. So I was able to put down quite a bit for my home, which meant that I actually did not owe the bank a lot of money. So almost me and the bank were almost 50-50 in this house. So I was quite comfortable to release some equity. And obviously over the years since I've bought my property, it's gone up in value. And I had or at the time when I was releasing equity, the bank did send their evaluator or what have you to come and look at the house and value their home, and they gave it a good rating, which actually made me really happy, because then I was like, okay, so that means I have a lot more equity in my home than I initially thought. So because of that, I was able to comfortably make the decision to do that. Now, is it a good idea? I don't know. For me, it was a good idea. It worked for me, and I know a lot of people that it works for, but I don't know if it's necessarily a good idea or a bad idea. For me to grow my investment property, I do know that I would need to release equity again. Now, will I release it from my main home? Actually, maybe not, or maybe yes, in a couple of years' time. I do not know. But my plan is to continue releasing equity from the properties that I have, except my main home. I definitely understand why you wouldn't want to touch your main home, because it's your home. But I also see the value in, if there is money in the home, make use of it. Because to be honest, as much as I always argue that my main home is an asset, I pay to live in it. So in a way, it's also a liability. But in any case, obviously my nails are done. I've got nothing to do now. I'm glad that I was able to release equity and be able to increase my rental portfolio. My plan is to add more properties to my portfolio, and right now, as I'm filming this video, I think my plan remains to utilize equity from my existing properties to be able to buy the next property and so on. So I am using the leverage that I have working with me, not against me, to be able to increase my property portfolio. So yeah, I think that is it. And that's all I wanted to talk about, really. Like, I'm kind of sitting on the floor in my living room. My laptop is behind me because I just finished work, and my house is a tip. Well, my living room looks like a tip because I am extremely tired. But I just wanted to make this video. The time you'll be seeing this video, I will be away traveling, which is always fun. But yeah, let me know in the comments what you think. Is it a good idea to release equity from not only your main home, but any properties that you have, to buy another property? Or would you ever consider releasing equity from your home to maybe make home improvements, or maybe even travel? I don't know, but let me know in the comments. Thank you so much, guys, for watching this video. I'll see you in my next one. Bye.